Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Cam and welcome back to the AFI project. Today we're going to be taking a look at a genre that has not been covered on the AFI project up till now. Not my fault, I'm just following the list, but we're going to cure that because today we're going to be talking about an animated movie, but not just any animated movie, the very first full-length animated movie ever made. It's 1937's Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. This was not only the first full-length animated movie, like I mentioned, but it is also the first full-length animated movie from Walt Disney Studios. You all probably know who they are by now. Some of you are probably thinking, oh, they're about one step away from becoming Skynet. But in the late 30s, all they were really known for was creating Steamboat Willie, and that was about it. And this movie is based on the German fairy tale written by the Brothers Grimm. And me saying the plot of this movie is going to be kind of redundant, because I'm sure, even if you've never seen this movie, you know the story of Snow White. But in case you don't, essentially, the story goes, there is an evil queen who wants to be the fairest of them all. And she goes to her magic mirror and says, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?" And the magic mirror says, "My queen, you are the fairest, but in the words of Yoda, there is another." Okay, he didn't say the Yoda part, but I'm sure you understand what I mean. There is a farm girl named Snow White, who just so happens to be the fairest of them all, and the evil queen conspires to get rid of her so that she can become the fairest. Animation had been around in short form for some time up until 1937. Like I said, Disney produced Steamboat Willie and a bunch of other shorts, but this was uncharted waters for Disney. It seems silly to think about today, but back in 1937, if this movie didn't work, then Disney would have probably gone out of business, even though half of the movie was propped up by RKO Radio Productions. There were even newspapers who said that Snow White was, quote, Disney's folly. Oh, if they could only see. But not only was this movie a critical and financial success, but 2 years after its release, Disney received an honorary Oscar for Outstanding Achievement. And over 70 plus years after its release, this movie's still great. Firstly, let's talk about the animation, because in 1937, Disney did not have all of the technology that we all have today. It was all hand-drawn, which makes the animation just even more beautiful in my opinion. The scenes and the backgrounds and the castles and the glass coffin and just literally everything else in between just looks so timeless, and it has aged tremendously well. Just to give you all just some context, I watched this movie on my big 4K television that's sitting right over there, and the movie still looked unbelievably good. And I also love the Seven Dwarves. I mean, who doesn't love the Seven Dwarves? You love them, I love them. For me personally, if I had to pick out a favorite, it would probably be Grumpy, because he's just such a mood all the time. I also loved the evil queen. I mean, in terms of Snow White movies, this is about as close to a great evil queen in Snow White as we are ever going to get. As much as I love Charlize Theron, she doesn't even come close, where she's looking up like this and I will give this world the queen it deserves. The evil queen in Snow White and the Seven Dwarves is just pitch perfect. If I had to point out some things that I didn't like about the movie, it's Snow White herself and the prince. Again, I'm not trying to be, Mr., problematic. I'm not trying to be like that. But she just is kind of there. She exists. It's ironic considering that in a movie called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Snow White is the least interesting character in the movie. She's just there to sing and just be happy and cheery all the time, and scared in the case of of her encounter with the huntsman and meeting the old witch who gives her the poison apple. And you can count the number of scenes with the prince on literally one hand and have several fingers to spare. He just shows up, does his thing, and they ride off into the sunset. Romance! If it sounds like I'm complaining, believe me, I'm trying my hardest not to, because considering the fact that, like I said, this movie is over 70 years old, it still blows me away how well a lot of this movie holds up. And I can safely say that in the case of Snow White, Walt Disney Animation Studios ran so studios like Pixar, DreamWorks, Laika, Studio Ghibli, and Aardman Studios could sprint. We should have all the respect in the world for Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, because it took one giant leap for animation kind. Sounded more profound in my head. But that is all from me, guys. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. Next time on the AFI Project, boy, we're going to be talking about someone who's not been too, he doesn't have a good reputation, at least not anymore. We're going to be talking about the one movie of Woody Allen's that everyone seems to remember nowadays. It's Annie Hall. But if you like this video, please be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down in the comments down below, and if you like this video and you want to see more like it, hit the subscribe button and click the bell to allow notifications. That way when a new video drops, you'll be the first to know about it. My name is Ryan Cam, and I'll see you in the next one.